Welcome to La Bella Vita, named for my Grandma Vita. Our mountaintop getaway honors her legacy while complementing the home's spectacular views. This recently renovated property boasts a breathtaking landscape of Deep Creek Lake while providing great open interior spaces for a sensational vacation. You'll immediately notice the great room allows for entertaining, dining, and relaxing after long days on the lake or skiing on the slopes of Whisk. Your family and friends will enjoy relaxing in all the open spaces. The home features 6 bedrooms, including 4 that are private suites. And each of the 4 levels of this home feature amazing visibility as far as the eye can see. Like our family, we hope you enjoy making memories here on the mountain. We love sharing the spacious, warm, and inviting home that overlooks the lake. Cheers to the beautiful life, La Bella Vita.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry, insuring it shouldn't be a headache. Erie, #1 in the nation for highest satisfaction with the auto insurance purchase experience 6 years in a row. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
I picked Shepherd University because I'm not just a number.
One of the things that surprised me is how friendly everyone is.
I like being able to walk down the street and have the professors recognize me by name.
I'm constantly learning.
But it also has taught me so much about myself and about what I want to do with my future.
The location at Shepherd is amazing.
Cities like Washington, D.C., Baltimore are only about an hour, hour and a half away.
You just got to see it. Once you see it, it just takes your heart.
It's time for the excitement of NCAA Division II football, featuring the Shepherd University Rams and the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. Today's play-by-play coverage is being brought to you by Smallwood & Small Insurance, Milestone Realty, the Sutton and Janelle Law Firm, Orsini's Home Store, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, the Palace Lounge, and the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm. Standing by is our TV10 broadcast team. So let's head to the field and get today's pregame show underway.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Rams Stadium for round 2 of the NCAA Division II football playoffs between the Shepherd University Rams and the Notre Dame Falcons. Both teams going in with a record of 11-1 on the season. It is set to be a great matchup between these two teams. I'm Nick Verzolini. Alongside me is Spencer Dupuis. And Spencer, we look back on it, and these are two really good football teams. Notre Dame with the 33-25 win over Slippery Rock last week, held a pretty big lead in that ball game, and Slippery Rock came back and made it close at the end, but they were really impressive in that first round matchup, and Shepherd with a back and forth win over Findlay. So 2 teams coming off of big wins in the first round, and 2 old MEC foes as well going at it here today.
Yeah, definitely a good old Mountain East Conference rivalry here, as Shepherd Rams moving out a few years ago, going to the Pennsylvania Athletic Conference, and should be a good one here. And obviously last week, Slippery Rock, a member of the PSAC. So Notre Dame got to see a team that Shepherd was supposed to see, but didn't end up seeing because they made the PSAC championship.
Yeah, and Slippery Rock, obviously a quality football team, ranked 19th in the major polls heading into that ball game. Shepherd currently ranked either 8th or 9th, and Notre Dame 6th or 11th. So it's a top 10 matchup pretty much between these two teams. It's 2 of the top teams in the country and 2 teams that have had a lot of success. You look back at the Notre Dame season, started with an overtime win over Ashland, 42-35. Then they beat Wheeling 31-15. They beat West Liberty. They beat West Virginia State to start the year 4-0 before falling to Charleston University 38-28. Then they got going again and picked up a quality win over a ranked Frostburg State team, beat West Virginia Wesleyan, beat Glenville State, beat Fairmont State, and then finish the season strong with wins over UNC Pembroke, Alderson Broadus, and, of course, Slippery Rock in the first round. For the Rams, it's a season that started 3-0 with wins over Ohio Dominican Gaeta and a ranked IUP team at the time. Before that, slip up to Kutztown, who's the number 1 team in the region. And then, of course, rallying off to win out for the remainder of the season. Not a whole lot of big challenges during that winning streak for Shepherd, but certainly some good matchups with Westchester, which was a really good game. And, of course, last week, the first close one in a while with the win over Findlay, 38-31. And the last time these two teams met in 2018, Notre Dame got the win. 2 veteran quarterbacks going at it. Both those guys started in that football game in Brim and Bagent. So some good history here between these programs. In that game, Tyson Bagent set the record for most pass attempts in a game. It came against Notre Dame with 56 on September 1st of 2018, but it was a loss for the Rams. The Rams last time they played Findlay was a loss. If they're able to win and things work out again, it will be a matchup with Kutztown. Last time they played them, it was a loss. And when talking to running back Ty Hebron, he said this is a chance for this postseason to be a little bit of a revenge tour for Shepherd, even though not all of these players return from that last time that they played a lot of those games.
Yeah, definitely. And, both of these teams like to get after it on defense, with Notre Dame having 3+ sacks a game and Shepherd having 2+ sacks a game.
Yeah, so, the veteran quarterbacks could be under pressure, but these offensive lines do a great job of holding up. And, it's a very talented Findlay defense, only giving up about 16 points per a game. And, of course, the Rams with that high-powered offense. So it's kind of a matchup of the best offense in the country against one of the best defenses in the country. All right, let's take a quick 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, I'll be joined by the coach of the Shepherd University Rams, Ernie McCook. This is Shepherd University football on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Welcome to La Bella Vita, named for my Grandma Vita. Our mountaintop getaway honors her legacy while complementing the home's spectacular views. This recently renovated property boasts a breathtaking landscape of Deep Creek Lake while providing great open interior spaces for a sensational vacation. You'll immediately notice the great room allows for entertaining, dining, and relaxing after long days on the lake or skiing on the slopes of Wisp. Your family and friends will enjoy relaxing in all the open spaces. The home features 6 bedrooms, including 4 that are private suites. And each of the 4 levels of this home feature amazing visibility as far as the eye can see. Like our family, we hope you enjoy making memories here on the mountain. We love sharing the spacious, warm, and inviting home that overlooks the lake. Cheers to the beautiful life, La Bella Vita.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry, insuring it shouldn't be a headache. Erie, #1 in the nation for highest satisfaction with the auto insurance purchase experience 6 years in a row. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Back to the W. Harley Miller Systems pregame show. We're now joined by head coach of the Shepherd University Rams, Ernie McCook. This portion of the pregame show brought to you by Parsons Ford. They became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons. Coach, another close game that came down to the wire, but you guys were able to prevail on Saturday and get that win.
Oh, yeah, it was a tremendous game. We knew it was going to be a 4-quarter ball game. We knew Findlay was a really good football team, well coached in all 3 phases, and then we were going to have to play the entire 4 quarters and make plays at the end to win.
And, obviously you were able to do that. And, Coach, kind of a slow start for Tyson offensively, at least for his standards, but really able to get that running game, which kind of took the pressure off him. And then in the second half, he played Tyson Bagent football.
He sure did, and a lot of that credit goes to Finley and their defense and the scheme they put together and the effort that their players gave. We knew it was going to be a heavyweight fight the entire 4 quarters. So I don't know if it's really Tyson not playing up to par. It's just we played against a very good defense.
And then kind of taking that pressure off was that running game, and Ty Hebron having another great game. But all 3 running backs made their impact, and certainly continue to do that for you guys.
You know, I think we have the ability to be very balanced offensively. We can run the ball when we need to. We also can be, very efficient in the passing game. So to have that balance and the ability to throw it and run it, it really makes it, I think, tough on other defenses. So I'm hoping we'll continue to have that recipe to have some success here this weekend.
And defensively, you guys made those key stops and even forced a few turnovers in the game. John Chaney had a big interception.
Yep.
So how important was it for the defense to come through when called upon?
Well, the defense has been playing great the last half of the season. Just the things that they've done, how they've made teams one-dimensional. You're going to look at Finley's stats and see they had a lot of yards throwing the ball, but that's not who they want to be.
Right.
Finley wants to be a team that can run it, control the clock, keep your offense off the field. Finley had a throwback to the running back, which our eyes just got in the wrong spot, and then a double move where a corner fell down. Other than that, I think our defense played stellar, made them earn everything that they had to get, and a lot of reason why we won is our defense.
And then that play toward the end where Greg Leonard hauled in that pass. Looked initially like it could have gone either way, but after going back and watching it, it did look like a touchdown. Great throw by Tyson, too.
Yeah, it was a great throw. He dropped it right in the bucket. And the rule is if you have possession when you cross the goal line, it's a touchdown. And I think when when you look at it bang, bang, it's such a bang, bang play, that's a tough call for the official to make. He made it. I feel like he made the right call. But I could also see if you're a Finley person where you would think, man, that was a pick. But I think we have some photo documentation and video documentation of Greg with the ball crossing the goal line, and then once that happens, it's a touchdown.
So this week, an old MEC foe for you guys in Notre Dame. What kind of challenge do they present?
Well, they've had a tremendous 5 years of football. They've won a lot of football games. They've gone deep in the playoffs. They're a veteran football team. They've got a lot of seniors that have played a lot of snaps. It's going to be a really good team, and it's going to be a great challenge for us. We are familiar with them, but we haven't seen them in 3-4 years. So it's just nice to be playing football Thanksgiving week.
And it's kind of a similar matchup in terms of you guys kind of remind each other of each other. Veteran quarterback for them.
Yep.
Good running backs as well, and then their defense is solid. So, or actually really good. They only give up about 16 points a game. So, what is that like knowing that you play a really good quality football team in this week?
Well, I think it has to do with being in the national playoffs. I think everybody says, "Oh man, Notre Dame's good." Of course they're good. They're in the national playoffs, and like I said just a minute ago, they've won a lot of football games, and they didn't win it because they're not a good football team. They're a great football team. They know how to win. They expect to win. I think that's a lot of the similarities you're seeing between us and Notre Dame. Two teams that have won a lot of games and expect to win.
All right, Coach. Good luck this week. That does it for this portion of the pregame show, brought to you by Parsons Ford. They became number one by making you number one first. We'll be back with more on the other side of this break.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office. Stage, nursery. Sorry, insuring it shouldn't be a headache. Erie, number one in the nation for highest satisfaction with the auto insurance purchase experience 6 years in a row. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Hi, this is Talk Radio WRNR and TV10's Rob Mario. My family first stayed at La Bella Vita at Deep Creek Lake in Maryland several summers ago, and we've gone back every summer since. La Bella Vita is owned by Martinsburg residents who've meticulously decorated and furnished this amazing mountaintop vacation home with breathtaking lake views that is only 2 hours away, featuring 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, a fireplace, a large family room with an 85-inch TV, a hot tub, and and multiple decks. There's lots more of the La Bella Vita experience to enjoy, including Deep Creek Lake itself, a 3,900-acre lake with 69 miles of shoreline. It's a great combination, and it's waiting for you. So take it from somebody who's been there multiple times. You are going to love staying at La Bella Vita at Deep Creek Lake. For more information, visit the Facebook page or contact Tailor Made Deep Creek Vacations and Sales or call 301-750-2182.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood and Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Welcome back to the W. Harley Miller Systems pregame show. Nick Verzolini, Spencer Dupuis here on the pregame show. W. Harley Miller Systems providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater networking, audio-video distribution, and more. Phone 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com. Spencer, let's get into this matchup a little bit. Two teams that are very similar in terms of they both have high productive offenses, and the defenses have a ton of guys that can make plays on both sides of the ball. Good news for the Rams also, Ponce de Leon, who had that hit toward the end of the game last week. He is eligible to play today for Shepherd. He will not have to miss a game due to that penalty flag, so good to have him in the lineup for that Shepherd defense. But overall, it starts with the Rams offense and Tyson Bagent.
Yeah, definitely it does. You look at Tyson Bagent's numbers. He's 309 for 441. That's good for 70.1% on the season, over 4,200 yards, 48 touchdowns to just 10 interceptions. And, you know, we've talked about it a multitude of times, whether on the sports mix or just, you know, around the studio. He could be, you know, the D2 Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, he's definitely a candidate for the Harlan Hill Award, which goes to the most valuable player in Division II football. And he has quite the numbers to back that up, leading the nation in passing yards and passing touchdowns, I believe, as well. So one of the best quarterbacks, if not the best quarterback in Division II football. But again, another thing that was big for them last week, because Bagent only had about 85 yards passing at the half, was getting that run game going. And Ty Hebron, the lead back, but Ronnie Brown, one of the better backs in the nation as well, an all-PSAC first-teamer, and Chance Schwartz is a nice change-of-pace guy that can run hard up the middle for them.
Well, when you have a quarterback that passes for over 4,000 yards and you can get three guys with over 500 yards rushing on the ground, that just shows how versatile that you can be on offense and how much your guys want to come out, and when they run the ball, they can be very successful. That shows how good the offensive line is.
And then looking on the other side of the field for Notre Dame, a team that has, you know, a really talented defense, but also, you know, led by a veteran quarterback in Chris Brim, who's had a solid season as well for them, and he's really helped, you know, continue to have success for Notre Dame this season, who has a pretty good offense, some good running backs in the backfield, and good playmakers outside.
Yeah, definitely. And you look at Brim, and, you know, you compare his number. You can't really compare his numbers to Tyson Bagent. Tyson Bagent is what Tyson Bagent is, but, I mean, nearly 3,000 yards passing, 28 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions, completing it at about a 62% rate. That's pretty dang good for a team that, you know, kind of hands its hat on the defense.
Yeah, and again, two running backs over 700 yards rushing on the season in Tyrese Dickerson and Idris Lawrence. So two talented running backs in the backfield. And then defensively, they get after the quarterback like you mentioned. It starts up front with Noah Harris-Lyles, one of the better pass rushers on this team, along with Guam Lee, a really good pass rusher for Notre Dame. So they will try to get after Bagent and make him uncomfortable, which we saw a little bit out of the Findlay defense last week.
Yeah, definitely. And you look at Lee, he's got 9 sacks on the season. And obviously, as I mentioned in the first segment of the pregame show, that your defense has 44 sacks on the season. That's good for more than 3 a game. That's just something that you don't see a lot in football.
Yeah, they have a very good defense, and Shepherd's defense, well, it's not flashy in terms of points per game, about 21 given up on the season. They've had some moments where they've looked really good, and it seems like they've gotten better over the past few weeks.
Yeah, definitely. It all comes back to guys like Chris Lane, Ponce de Leon, and really Kendall Duckworth making a huge he's been injured a little bit this season, but has made big contributions, as well as Kyle Smith.
All right, we'll take a quick break. On the other side of that break, we'll go in the huddle with Shepherd University running back Ty Hebron, and then we'll continue to break down this matchup. This is Shepherd University Rams football on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood and Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
There's nothing like spending a week at the lake. In my experience, La Bella Vita at Deep Creek Lake is the perfect getaway. Owned by Martinsburg residents, it's only 2 hours away. Whether it's lounging on the spacious deck with amazing views or relaxing in the hot tub, it just doesn't get better than La Bella Vita. With plenty of space for family and friends, this 5-bedroom, 5.5-bathroom home is the perfect luxury mountaintop retreat. Inside, you'll find an extremely well-furnished home that features 2 master bedrooms, an 85-inch TV for everybody, and a fully accessible kitchen and dining area, with everything your entire family will need. Our family enjoyed roasting s'mores at the fire pit in the evenings, and by day, exploring much of the 3,900 acres that makes up Deep Creek Lake. The community has several excellent restaurants and lots of family-friendly activities, and they're all just a short distance away. For more information, visit the Facebook page or contact Tailor-Made Deep Creek Vacations and Sales at 301-750-2182.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry, insuring it shouldn't be a headache. Erie, #1 in the nation for highest satisfaction with the auto insurance purchase experience 6 years in a row. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood and Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Welcome back to the W. Harley Miller Systems pregame show. We now go in the huddle with Rams running back Ty Hebron. Ty, another big week for you on the ground and coming in the first round of the playoffs. What was that performance like for you?
Just after my Westchester performance, when you guys were interviewing me before, I took some time to look at the film because it seems like I progressed and I regressed over the weeks, and I was just like, where has this Ty been? And I was just like, why not find a way to just turn it on first round of playoffs? What better time to just come back alive to my old self.
Especially when, it gets colder out and you guys didn't have as much success as you used to throwing the ball, but were able to get that ground game going, and you were able to take some pressure off Tyson in the passing attack.
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, the ground game, it's always been hit. Like, shout out to the guys up front. I averaged 6 yards per carry last game, and, that was the first group of guys I gave credit to because, if it wasn't for them, some of my runs wouldn't have hit. If you haven't noticed, some of my runs I just had to run straight, so,
Having that veteran offensive line certainly helps a lot. And what have those guys kind of been able to do this season for you to open up those holes?
Well, it's just my confidence in them and their confidence in themselves because, usually going in, we would see how the other team looks defensively, and then Coach McCook will hype them up. He'd be like, oh, this guy's good in that. We're never phased when it comes to that. We always come through every game. It's just a matter of, us staying balanced and staying true to who Shepherd University is, and that's running the ball and throwing the ball. But, of course, I'm going to be biased, so running the ball, yeah. Shout out to Tyson, though.
And having, all three of you guys be a big part of in terms of running backs, you, Chance, and Ronnie all having a big impact in the game. What is it like to have that kind of combination of styles in the backfield and in the running back room in general to able to kind of take different things from each other?
Well, me, I'm a very supportive guy, so it's definitely a relief to come to the sideline knowing I'm not going in on the drive and just know I can just trust in a stable of backs behind me. I'm the starting back, but, that title really doesn't even exist here because we're all good and we can all perform. We all have our different styles,
So Notre Dame this week, old MEC foe. what kind of do they present on defense? Obviously, a really good defense, only giving up 16 points per game.
Right. Honestly, the athletes on that side of the ball, like, it's good coaching, but, their athletes, I saw them on film, they can move really fast, change the direction real good with using their hands. So, it's a lot of respect to them coming into this game. I always have respect for my opponents because I never want to take anything lightly. I prepare as well as I can, and it just shows on Saturdays.
And probably not only because it's the playoffs, but also, a really good team. So probably the biggest game you guys have had this season in terms of matchup and hype going in.
Yeah, definitely. And then, as you guys can, go backtrack to 2018, how they knocked us off. So, it's definitely a feel of redemption coming into play this week. Same with Finley, And, if it so happens, looking forward to the future, we're looking to get back at Kutztown if they happen to knock off New Haven. So, I'll say this playoffs, this season around, is a redemption tour for us,
All right, Ty, good luck on Saturday, and thanks for joining us on In the Huddle.
Oh, yeah.
In the Huddle, brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors John Everson and Phil McCoy, located at 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Call them today at 304-263-4343. This is Shepherd University Rams football on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry, insuring it shouldn't be a headache. Erie, #1 in the nation for highest satisfaction with the auto insurance purchase experience 6 years in a row. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandSmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Welcome to La Bella Vita, named for my Grandma Vita. Our mountaintop getaway honors her legacy while complementing the home's spectacular views. This recently renovated property boasts a breathtaking landscape of Deep Creek Lake while providing great open interior spaces for a sensational vacation. You'll immediately notice the great room allows for entertaining, dining, and relaxing after long days on the lake or skiing on the slopes of Wisp. Your family and friends will enjoy relaxing in all the open spaces. The home features 6 bedrooms, including 4 that are private suites. And each of the 4 levels of this home feature amazing visibility as far as the eye can see. Like our family, we hope you enjoy making memories here on the mountain. We love sharing the spacious, warm, and inviting home that overlooks the lake. Cheers to the beautiful life, La Bella Vita.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandSmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Welcome back to Rams Stadium as Shepherd and Notre Dame get ready to do battle here in the second round of the NCAA Division II football playoffs. I'm Nick Verzolini. Alongside me is Spencer Dupuis. Spencer, let's get your keys to the game. Start with the visitors, Notre Dame. What do they need to do to get a win today?
I think they need to play like defense like they've been playing all year, control the line of scrimmage defensively. I mean, you have 44 sacks in a season. That's it's 3 a game, and between Noah Harris-Lyles and Guam Lee, you got 21 sacks right there. So if those 2 guys can get to the quarterback, you can have a great day.
And then what are some keys for Shepherd?
For Shepherd, offensively, they need to control the line of scrimmage, and Bajent needs to get the ball out maybe just a second or 2 faster, if possible, and find some, wide receivers need to find ways to get open a little bit faster, and obviously, when you're facing a tough defense like that, you need to do that. And defensively for Shepherd, they need to play like they've been playing the last few weeks. Very tough, very gritty defense, and they played really well.
That is definitely true for both those teams. We'll take another quick break. On the other side of that break, we'll have kickoff here from Ram Stadium. 2 11-1 teams going at it here between Shepherd and Notre Dame. The winner will face the winner of the Kutztown and New Haven game that is also going on today at around 1:30, I believe, or 1 o'clock, a kickoff there. So we'll keep you updated on that one. But, again, This is Shepherd University Ranch football on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.